You think you know the person sleeping next to you? You know how they take their coffee? You know the sound of their breathing in the dark. After 40 years, you think there is nothing left to discover. She thought that too. Her name was Margaret. The morning after her husband Raymond died quietly in his sleep, she sat in their modest kitchen, drank her coffee from the same chipped mug she always used, and began making a list of things to sort out. The funeral, the car insurance, the savings account with a little under $40,000 in it. That was all she thought there was. 3 days later, a lawyer called. Not a local lawyer, a lawyer from a firm in New York who told her in a calm, measured voice that she needed to come in to discuss her husband's estate. She asked how much. There was a pause. $8 billion. She thought she had misheard. She had not. Raymond had built one of the most quietly successful private investment portfolios in American financial history. He had never given an interview. He had never appeared on a single list or magazine cover. He drove a Ford. He mowed his own lawn. He argued with Margaret about the price of groceries. And he was worth more than most names you recognize from the covers of business magazines. Dr. Michael Slepian at Columbia Business School has studied how people keep secrets. What he found is this: the most successful secret keepers are not performing. They have divided their inner world into separate rooms and move between them so smoothly that the division stops feeling like a lie and starts feeling like just the way things are. Raymond had mastered this completely. To Margaret, he was a financial consultant who did well enough. The bills were paid. There were modest vacations. Nothing that would make you look twice. Nothing that would make you ask a question you had not thought to ask. Dr. Bella DePolo, a psychologist at UC Santa Barbara, draws a distinction between lies of commission and lies of omission. Raymond never told Margaret he was poor. He never invented a false identity. He simply never told her the full scale of what he had built. Was that a lie? Was it protection? Was it something for which we do not yet have the right word? Margaret spent a long time sitting with that question. She described the weeks after the lawyer's call as a double grief. She was mourning the man she had loved for 40 years, and she was trying to understand whether she had ever fully known him. And yet, the money was real. The house was real. The 40 years were real. Raymond had watched other wealthy men lose their families to money, to the paranoia it breeds, to the way it changes how people look at you. He had decided early on that he would not let that happen. He had chosen Margaret over the money. In a way she could not quite decide was beautiful or devastating. She kept the house. She kept the chipped mug. She gave much of the inheritance to charity and set up a fund in Raymond's name. When a journalist asked if she was angry, she paused for a long time. She said there were days when she was. Days when she felt she had deserved to know. That the choice to keep her in the dark, however well-intentioned, was still a choice he made for her, without her. But then she said this: "He spent 40 years making sure I never had to worry about anything. And I never did. You have probably never had a secret that size, but someone has kept something from you, or you from them, for reasons that felt like protection, like kindness, like a decision made on someone else's behalf by someone who loved them." Raymond's story does not ask whether secrets destroy love. It asks whether love built on an incomplete truth is still the same thing as love. Margaret seemed to think it was. She drank her coffee from the same chipped mug every morning until the end of her life, and she never replaced it.